Shalom and welcome, my friends, to Torah for Today with your host, Rabbi Melman. This week's parashah is SHELACH. SHELACH lecha. Send for yourselves spies. We're talking about the spies in this week's parashah, and God didn't need affirmation that the land was good. It was a land flowing with milk and honey, Eretz Zavat Chalav Udavash. But if you need for your own confirmation that you need to send spies, God spoke with the Yiddish accent. Just kidding. If you need to know, if you need confirmation for yourself that you need to send spies to check out the land to verify that what I say is true, geh gesundheit. Go in good health. Trust but verify. Okay, so that was the first instance in the Torah of trust but verify. Trust what I have to say, but you need to verify it with your own eyes. Geh gesundheit. Enjoy. All right. So obviously everybody knows that spies came back with a negative report. The 10 of the 12 spies came back with a negative report, and that led to the 40 years of wandering until that generation that was born and raised in slavery would die out, and a new generation that did not experience slavery would be able to conquer the land. And you know, in prisons you have a recidivism rate, very high recidivism rate, where people are used to having their 3 hots in a cot, 3 hot meals and a place to live, place to put their head down, and they're willing to give up their freedom and their independence to satisfy these basic human needs. And we saw similarly in the years of wandering all this grumbling over the food and the conditions. So that generation had to die off, and a new generation born in freedom could fight for the land. Now, so Joshua and Caleb, Yehoshua and Caleb came back with a positive report, and they were not influenced by the others. It says Vaya'alu, they all went up. That's in the plural. But Vayavo, he went up to Hebron, and he meditated with the patriarchs and the matriarchs, and he saw more deeply the spiritual message of their cause, not just the statistics, the military statistics, but the deeper spiritual meaning. And you know, they said they were the Bnei Anakim, Hanaphilim, Asher Hayu Ba'aretz, Vanhi, Einenu K'chagavim, and they were giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our eyes. Okay, and in their eyes also we were grasshoppers. What does this mean? What does this teach us? That they had a low self-image, that they saw themselves as grasshoppers, and more to the point, they thought that the others saw them as grasshoppers. But who knows? Maybe the others saw them as giants. You don't know. What you're doing is projecting onto others. So it's very important to have a healthy self-image and a strong self-image, not to feel like a little grasshopper, not to feel like a grasshopper. Feel like you can conquer the world and master the world, and see the spiritual meaning in every act that we do to empower us to live holy lives and meaningful lives. And it's very important to have the strength to resist the crowd, because originally Joshua's name was Hosea, and then he was given the name Yehoshua. The Yud represents God. In other words, that God should save him from the malign and negative influences of the crowd, that he should be strong enough to withstand the peer pressure to come back with a negative report, that he should be strong enough to be true to his soul and to stand by his integrity and his feelings and to say the truth. So my friends, I bless you and me to always speak the truth, to not be influenced by peer pressure, to know what's right and to do what's right, and to make a beautiful mark on the world. Thank you for joining with me in Torah for Today with your host, Rabbi Melvin. Shalom.